Well, hello there, Christy. Hi, Dragon Priestess. Hi, Secret Agent. Enjoy your lurk. Dorito! Yes, more resin. I have a bunch of stuff to unmold first. So I just wanted to kind of... You guys are lucky you can't see the rest of this room right now. I was working on a lot of keychains and stuff, and I was like sitting on the floor and working on them. So, hi Ryan! I was working on the floor, so I've got like my boxes of keychains and beads and all this stuff sitting all over the floor right now. And I was like, I should probably fix that. Ethereal C! Putting resin on Doritos should be a crime. Yeah, yeah, fair. But yeah, my entire like floor is a mess right now. St. Clair, welcome in! So I was like, I know I'm already running a little late, but I was like, I need to at least pick up some of this stuff really quick. It's so funny, I forgot about my BTTV emotes, and I was like, I thought Meow was one, and it came up on my screen that has Twitch up, but it doesn't come up on OBS. When I had Streamlabs, it came up on Streamlabs. Okay. Let me box this up a little bit, just because I don't want Draka to get into it. Because she is a chaos gremlin. But I'm trying to like price things and get it all ready for the show that's going on this weekend. So like when I'm in the zone of doing stuff like that, like I was yesterday, I get to a point where I'm just like, okay, I'm done. And then I'm left with a chaotic mess to deal with when I'm no longer hyperfixated on it. It'll just take me a moment. This is just so, like, because I don't trust Draka. She is chaos. So this way I can at least kind of clear up the floor, because anything that's left on the floor, she's gonna try to murder, if I'm being completely honest. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a piece of paper, or, something that I was, like, some project that I just had sitting out. Like, I cannot trust that little gremlin. She's adorable. Huh? Takes after you. She takes after me. I mean, I try to murder everything in sight. I mean... Oh my goodness. Okay. Almost done. Because I like unloaded like a whole box of stuff to make room. So I had to like pull everything out. It's just like a crime scene of chaos over here. Okay. Jaka. Nice to see you. Go figure, you couldn't even like wait. Should be good enough. I don't think there's anything left on the floor that she will immediately murder. If you're gonna put resin on something, it should be like black licorice. I actually like black licorice. I'm weird. Oh, yeah. No worries, Ryan. Tell Rose I say hi. Okay. So, I worked on a bunch of different stuff last stream that's all ready to demold. Stuff like our little octopus. I also, so I contacted the company that makes the super clear resin, and I sent them pictures and like batch information for the resin I had, and they're like, oh no, it should still be good. So they offered to still send me more resin, but I was like, no, I'm gonna use what I have. If I have any problems with it, then I'll contact you guys and get more. But it seems to be working okay. So I did a bunch more little resin pieces with it yesterday because it's 24-hour cure, but it's a lot thicker. Meow, bitch! Meow, bitch, indeed. It's a lot thicker than the 72-hour cure, so it behaves a little bit differently. So it's kind of a pain. But this was, let's see. Of course, it never like really picks up the colors quite right. Let me see if this one does. Because it's got like a little, yeah, it never quite picks up the color. It's got like an orange and blue thing going on. But it just never picks it up on camera. I don't know why. So this one was one of the pieces that we did with the extra resin. So how is everyone doing today? I know like I immediately got into, oh, I'm doing things. Trixie, welcome in. Oh, I do have a cute little rupee mold. I don't know how it turned out because okay. It exactly what I thought happened. So I was trying to like mix up the resin in the back. So I got a bunch of like lines in the front, which I'm not a fan of. So this one now has all these little scratches in the pigment. So I'll have to redo this one. But that's okay. I might be able to do something with this one if I like cover it with a different color or something. I was thinking I was way late somehow. Yeah, I mean, I am starting a little bit late. I didn't go live until like just after 7. I'm good. How are you? I figured we'd start with demolding a bunch of stuff that we did last stream and some other stuff I did. Ooh. So this one, because it has a very complex design, it got a lot of little bubbles in it, which, because it's a very textured piece, it still looks okay. So I can still, like, I would paint like the inside of the eyes or something, and then make this into a keychain. It looks okay. Right? I got a lot of really good molds. Okay, so this one has less bubbles. Yeah, and there's no bubbles in the design, so it's definitely just the pour. Yeah, I really like this one. I think I might do this one. What I can do is I can paint the inside of the mold in like a color shift pigment. And then what I do is I just clean off the eyes and then I pour black in. And it looks really, really cool. All right, let's unmold the frog. The neon, intensely neon yellow frog. This one's gonna be interesting to demold. You can tell that already. There we go. It's gotta like pull it this way, which it actually, that's kind of cool because it actually has these little like grippy bits for you to grab hold of to pull it away. That's really smart. Octopus, not squid. Yes, this is the lot that has the strawberry. The strawberry is right here. Come on. Yeah, this is all the stuff from last stream. Ooh, that shimmer looks really good. It does have some bubbles in it, because I didn't put anything in a pressure pot. And it's got these weird lines in it. I don't know where they came from. And of course, one random bit of glitter. But it's very shimmery. Looks really, really cool. Yes. It's okay, no worries. That looks really, really cute. I love the little, like, bits on the feet. Okay. So this one... Yeah, see, this one got a lot of bubbles in it, too. I thought I'd been so good, or I'd had such good luck lately with not having bubbles forming along the molds. I got overconfident. So now I've got a bunch of these pieces where they have little bubbles and stuff. Rosu, welcome in! Come on. I love how your first time chat is a drop. How are you doing? Come on. Gotta get the ears. Ah, there we go. Yeah, see, I almost got all the bubbles out of the ears. It looks really, really cute, though. I wanted, like, a little bronze bunny. It's just, like, a little ring holder, so I just gotta, like, glue it to this. I was worried because in the mold, it, like, shrinks. The resin shrinks, and I was worried because it shrunk quite a bit, so I added some black resin to the bottom. And now I'm noticing that I am dumb and I should have just left it, because if I had just left it, it would have been perfectly even. So now I've got to, like, sand that off a bit before I adhere it to its little tray. Yeah, I'm signing the Pixel plush characters. Aw, thank you for the follow. So it made sense. Sadly, my first time chat was a straight drop about 3 miles from the target. Yeah, just a wee bit. Oh my goodness. We are 4 followers away from making ABB stream. Okay. I pick all these like really... Oh, that one looks so cool. See, this one has no bubbles whatsoever. Okay, I guess it's got a little bit here towards the top, but they're very, very minute. But that looks really, really cool. And on the sides, it's like really, really dark because of the way that the pigment settled. And then I did like black on the bottom because I wanted to make sure that it was completely flat. That looks really, really cool. Noki! If you mold up a zombie, would it be the resin dead? Ha ha ha, Wolf. You're so silly. How are you doing? Smirky! Right? It does look super, super cool. How are you doing, Smirky? I saw you were playing Sims today. Are you taking a Tears of the Kingdom break? Depends on what sort of zombie it is. It might be Resident Evil. Haha. Yeah. Okay. This strawberry one's gonna be a pain. Yeah, see this one, it's got like a bubble right there, even though I worked really hard to get all the bubbles out. I'm just gonna have to like go back to putting everything in a pressure pot. Oh gosh. This one's a pain. Oh, but look at how cute that looks. It's got a couple little bits where there was still a bubble that I missed. But it's so cute. By pressure pot, you mean basically a vacuum chamber. Opposite. The high pressure makes all the bubbles, it shrinks all the bubbles. So like the vacuum chamber is obviously like, it puts it in a vacuum so then all the bubbles swell up and pull all the resin out. Whereas with a pressure pot, it's just like, F you bubbles, I'm going to put so much pressure on you, you become tiny. So the bubbles are still there. They just get pressurized to the point that you can't see them anymore. Like, to a degree. Oh, this one's going to be hard. Because this one's one of those, because it has such a small opening, like I have to get this to stretch over this part. Oh, this one's not going to be fun. Fifth tattoo acquired. Nice! Never played a Zelda game ever. I grew up playing Zelda. Zelda Ocarina of Time was one of my first games. I played all the console games. I just haven't played all the Game Boy games. The only one I have played was the Switch, like remaster remake of Link's Awakening. Haha! What happens when the pressure is released? Do the bubbles stay squished in by the now hardened resin? Yes, they do. Honk. The dog Snoopy. Hello, friend. Happy Tuesday. I'm packing up for my trip to North Carolina for the big race Sunday. Nice. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay. So I did add a little bit of red resin to the bottom just to make sure that it would sit completely flat. But, so cute. It's a little strawberry. Right? Hi, Misty. It looks like it will be very hard. It was very hard. I'm surprised I didn't shred my gloves on that. Everyone says Ocarina of Time was their first game. My first exposure to Zelda, Link, and Ganon was Smash Bros. Melee. Yeah, I could see that. Right? This turned out like so super cute. Let me see, because it's a little dark. My camera's a little dark right now. I think because the last time we streamed it was a really, really sunny day. Just because I want to make sure that it's clear. Is it this one? No, it's this one. Come on. There we go. Now that's a little bit better. I had the shutter speed like 640 because it was really, really bright last time we streamed. I started my adventures with Zelda and Link with the original Legend of Zelda. I mean, so did ABB. My first game was Pong. That's awesome. Okay. So there's that. We got our little snail. This one's gonna be a little tough. Ah, there we go. Okay. So this one got a couple small bubbles. What happens a lot of times is that even if you like remove all the bubbles, you'll get a lot of these tiny bubbles that will attach to the mold itself. But a lot of these I think were just little ones rising up. But this was all like my first time using a lot of these molds, so now I know. Like the strawberry only has like, it's got a couple super tiny bubbles right there. So I'll just have to, for a lot of these, I'll just have to put them in the pressure pot next time. Is that a real strawberry? I mean, I wouldn't recommend eating it. You might hurt your teeth on it. I've never played any of that game series, only watched my partner play some. I think you nailed it, but Okay, bye Rosu. Alright, so here. Let's do the nine-tailed box. This one, a lot of these I found that they shrank quite a bit, so when I was messing with resin stuff yesterday, I added like a little bit of extra resin to them just to make sure that they wouldn't have any like weird pockets underneath. Oh, that's weird. No, I missed one thing. So there was a bell here and I didn't realize a bubble, an air bubble had formed where the bell is. I like obsessively got every bubble out of the bits for the tail, the nose, the ears, and I didn't realize that there was a bubble or a bell. So I'll probably have to put like a little bead there or something to make up for it. Oh, that makes me sad. Which means in this mold, I'll now have to remove that colorant before I do it. Yeah, a bead might look great. I know, I'm very sad. I love this. I love following so many art people. I learn new things. Yay! I really enjoy watching other people crafting. Especially like if it's a hobby I enjoy, then I can be all like, oh hey, question. And then it's really nice being able to talk to somebody about a hobby. This one, I just used like it was just some of the leftover blue from this guy. Because I did another layer of blue here, which of course now it's like filled in all of the extra areas, even though it was nice and domed. But at least now it's flat. Okay. Got the mushroom house. Then, we got these trays. And I've got my cute little cat bean box. Get an actual little metal bell. So, like, for when it's something really, really small, like a crafting thing where I just need one, there's so many goodies to unbox, yes. If it's something where I just need one, if I don't have one, instead of ordering like a whole box of something that's just gonna be wasted, if I can't figure out something to do with like a whole box of something that I need, then I'll usually just come up with an alternate, like doing the bead. Because I don't know if it was actually a bell or if it was just a bead. It looks like a bell. Yeah, it was definitely a bell. But something like that, it would be really hard to find a bell in that specific size. There we go. I just had to like get underneath the edge. That's a really satisfying gold. And this was the last of my gold for this one. See, we got some like bubbles here on the underside. But when it's like this, you can't, there's no bubbles on the sides of it or the top. Hi, Purple Tess! This is like unboxing, except it's all resin. Yes, that is exactly what it is. I'm just like, I've got so many things that I made that I'm like trying to remember. Even though I've got like a whole thing of stuff next to me, I'm just like, okay, what's left? I have a craft show coming up this weekend, so I've been doing a ton of resin stuff, plus I got in a ton of new molds over the weekend. And so I was doing like a ton of extra resin stuff. And now I've got to unmold it all and it's so difficult. There we go. Man, this one's got a lot of bubbles in it too. Ugh. That lid is chonk. It's very heavy. Ah, look at it. It's so cute. I was originally thinking of like painting a lot of these features once it came out, but it just looks so cute the way it is. And I like it because it's actually a decent sized opening too. All the goodies boxes, molds, yeah. This is such a cute combo. I like this. Okay. Here we've got our little flower ring holder. Thankfully, the silicone for these molds is a lot softer than some other ones I have. I've had other ones where the silicone is so stiff that it's like impossible to demold, because there's all sorts of different kinds of silicone used for mold making. The softer ones won't last as long, but come on. There we go. So the really soft ones won't last as long, but they're a lot easier to demold. Oh, this one turned out really, really good. It was supposed to be like a pink and purple like swirly mix, but it mostly just has like a pink. It's like mostly pink with a lot of purple shimmer in it. Still some bubbles. Not too many though. I'm always like really paranoid about bubbles because I try and, like, when I do my resin boxes, I try to make, or my dice boxes, I try and make sure that there's absolutely zero bubbles in them if I can. So seeing these where I just, like, did them quick to, like, test the new mold, I'm like, oh, there's bubbles. I should have put them in the pressure pot. Let's see, do I have anything down here? Okay, I got, like, a couple little things. I demolded this hedgehog earlier. Got a couple little things down here. Make that pile. Alright. Time for the toe beans. How does this get blue in it? How? I like even made sure to clean the mold. The joys of handmade things, right? Nothing is ever completely perfect. Let's not do that. There we go. Yeah, and see, this one also got a bunch of bubbles around the bottom edge because the resin is white, so I didn't notice that it had a bunch of little bubbles. So you can kind of see, it's actually kind of hard to see on that camera. Maybe this one, because it's not the dark. Yeah, so you can see how there's like a bunch of little bubbles here along the edge. It's because as the bubbles in the resin rose, because this was using my new resin, so this gets a lot more bubbles in it. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to use the pressure pot for this new resin. I think I'll have to trim this one a little bit. I'll have to trim it a little bit. But there it is. Little bean box. The toe beans. I feel like I'm saying it excessively, but I love that ring flower too. You can love every single thing. It's fine. Yeah, some detail could be painted depending on the colors you do for the house and yeah. It really bothers me how much that got. But yeah, like I always, like, I'm such a perfectionist that when I see stuff like this where it's random bits that I didn't catch, it's like, oh, I could have done better. But, eh. I did do another one of the cuddling cats, just with some of the extra blue resin. Turned out really cute. Cribbages, welcome in! How are you doing today? And for anyone else that I didn't ask, how are you doing today? What are you up to? Are you doing any crafting today with me? Because I'm going to be doing so much resin stuff. Okay. I'm going to start with just like popping all the tentacles out. Like pushing through sometimes they get kind of caught. I know I'm gonna have to trim off a bunch of extra little bits and bobs, so this one's gonna be a giant pain. There we go. Yeah, see all of this. This has to be trimmed out, all of this, here, some of the stuff around the head. But, see what it looks like. I haven't seen it yet. Ooh. That turned out really cool. I'm glad I didn't do it all one blue, because the bunch of different shades of blue is very satisfying. I kind of want to do one where like the underside of the tentacles are all like one color, and then like the eye part is another color, or like the same color, and then the body is a different color. That would be really cool. But yeah, this one is gonna be such a huge pain, especially for like the inside part here, because I'm gonna have to just like really work at that. This one's gonna be such a pain. Why do I do this to myself? We'll leave you for a bit. You can hang out. Right? Yeah, it's got a really nice effect going on with it. Okay. Do we have... I think that's our last big one, other than the trays. These ones were just kind of little quick things using some extra resin. This is one of the new resin or mica makers I got. It is the Peach Gold by Mayspring. And I was like, if I'm going to be testing new resin, I'll test a new color. And this color looks really cool, so I'll do a bunch of stuff in this color. So I did a bunch of the cute little like new paw, like rainbow paw keychains. If I live closer, I'd happily help you with the bits you don't want to do. ABB offers all the time, but when it's something that I did to myself, I'm like, no, I deserve this torture. I did this. I'm crocheting tonight. I made a Baphomet earlier, didn't put the design on the head because of my mom, and now I'm making an axolotl. Nice! I was actually, so Squishable, who makes the big round stuffed animals, it's their annual like birthday sale, and they have a really cute Baphomet like mini that I thought about getting. I haven't decided which ones I'm gonna get. I was showing Grace a list of them, and my total was like $200. I was like, I need to chill. I need to just like some of it was stuff that I'd been looking at for literally years, and now it was like mini versions, because Squishables, the full-size ones, are huge. I can bring one in. Like, they're massive. I did, like, what I did to myself was I rushed and didn't do things properly, so now I have to do extra work. Okay, so this one is my new tray mold. It does have a weird bit of stuff going on with it, because for some reason this part, the surface of it was like matte, and because it's got these like this grid pattern that kind of transfers to it. But I did this, so we're gonna put stuff in it like the stickers, and then I'm gonna put a clear layer, so that's gonna cover all of that up. But I used the new big one I got, the Dusk Light Crystal is the color for the sides. I was hoping it was going to be like a little bit more intense, but since it's against black, all you really see is the red part of it. And then this one's another one. I'm going to do this one as another floral tray, because our last floral tray didn't turn out. Oh, that looks so cool. That looks like I kind of did some like swirls and stuff too. Oh, that just looks so cool. Like some parts, it didn't quite completely coat the gold all along the edge. Next one I might paint the inside like border silver. That looks so cool. Moo! Oh, bringing a squishable would be interesting in the cat slot. They see them all the time. They just ignore them now. Hi, Twaka. You're crocheting gloves at the moment? Nice. I just had to come in here and tell you that you are amazing and wonderful, and I really appreciate your support today and every day. Aw, Moo. You're just saying that because I was saying nice things to you earlier. Right now we're unmolding everything that I made last stream and some stuff yesterday, and I'm just seeing how much pain I'm gonna be in while I have to like do a lot of extra finish work. But it's okay. Frog. But the squishables are like 15 inches, so it's just like, they're just like squish. So there was a bunch of ones that I wanted, but I didn't get any squishables for years because I already have like 5 of them. And they're huge, and they're all along the back of the couch because I live in an apartment, don't have a lot of room. But now a lot of the ones I really liked are available in the minis, which are like this big, and I'm like, oh, I can get a bunch of moths and frogs. Okay, I mean, there are 2 on your 3rd daily for me. Not every single day. I wish I could be, but I try to be there as many days as possible because I appreciate you, and you're very supportive of me. So it's only fair. Tape. I need tape. Got some of the gold on here because I set that one on top. But for now, I'll set these tray molds aside. Depending on... I probably won't do another new tray tonight just because I need to work on those. So I'm going to put these away for now. Just so I have, like, room to work. I do want to make some more coasters if I can today. The look of the layered coasters. I'm gonna put the octopi away. It's gonna be a whole lot of work. Is this one of those teamwork makes the dream work? Yes, exactly. Look, strawberry. It's a little container. I'm really excited about this one. I think the next one I'm gonna do for the strawberry container is I'm gonna do a white strawberry. Because like red is standard, but white strawberries are really cute too. I can't have any of them, so, but I can make strawberry containers and that'll make me happy. Don't think this needs any work. This is pretty as good as it's gonna get. And this one's pretty good. I'll keep this one out just because it's cute. I'm not 100% certain if I'm gonna paint anything on it yet. It would be cute to put like some gold, at least in like this part, and maybe in like the window. That'd be kind of cute. And then put the green on this window to kind of correlate. Okay, maybe we'll do that. I'll have to like make a pigment. I'll just use like acrylic medium because I have enough. And then I'll add some mica pigment to it in the colors I used for that, and yeah, it'll be fun. Pink, white at the bottom, then some brown and finish with red for the strawberry. So the way it's gonna, when I pour it, it's gonna pour this side first. I feel like, so you mean kind of like how strawberries ripen? So, fun fact, strawberries actually don't ripen that way. No? Choco? Oh, like a chocolate covered strawberry. Trixie, you're so smart. I never would have thought of that. Oh, that would be so cute. Because I could even have the mold at like a bit of an angle. Like do my initial pour of like the red part, or doing like the pinkish white here for like what's closest to that, and then do like a slight angle for the red, and then fill the rest with the chocolate brown. That would be really cool. Yes, it does. It does make sense for the flat bottom. That's a really smart idea. I'm gonna get some water real quick because I don't have any. Check. See. This one I think we can just set aside the way it is. Yeah, water is good to have. Thank you for making Trashy drink some water. I will drink some water as well, even though I just took a sip as I was walking over. Haha. There you go. It's like, it confuses a lot of people having two of them.
Hi friends, just one thing I just wanted to show you real quick.
Yeah.
This was on my way home. I came across a very, very specific vehicle. And I pulled up behind him. That's who you think it was. And sunglasses, hat, and all, and I just kind of looked over, and then I took out my phone like this, snapped the picture, and he went from going left, and he sped off in the other direction. I'm like, that fits.
You should send him a message on Facebook.
Yeah, but
I mean, like,
box anybody.
No.
I just had to tell you.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so without saying who it was,
I came across someone who was driving behind.
Yeah.
And that's all we're leaving it at that.
I was just gonna say someone we know.
Yeah.
He came across somebody that we know from a long time ago. And, oh, I'm gonna have...
That's cool.
That's really cool. You have to send him a message on Facebook and be like, what, are you afraid of me now?
No, don't leave him be.
Yeah. He probably didn't recognize you.
Probably didn't.
It's been literally... The last time we saw him was the funeral.
No doxing.
I'm just being general. Dang, you burned that.
Doesn't that look beautiful? Or, not my food. I'm gonna go put ice cream on it.
You have fun with that. I want to mess with this one now, but it's gonna be a whole process to trim these little bits off. Because I'm gonna have to use a combination of trimming with my nips, like cutting into here and sanding it. So I think I'll leave this until later. The octopus needs a lot of finish work. The kitty bowls, yes, we actually got those as a gift from a friend of ours. Makes me hungry, share. There is another one still in the freezer. It just takes like 35 minutes to properly bake. We get them from Aldi. Oh, that one looks really, really cool. I wanted to make some more of these shaker keychains, but instead of doing the oil like I did last time, which can easily get messed up, I'm just gonna have the pieces loose. This one I gotta trim too. Always something. Alright, let's set all these little bits aside. I do have my little coasters to make the one coaster, the one space coaster that had the issue. I carved out whatever it was in there slowly. Still not perfect, but I think I got pretty much all of it out. And so I just need to put like a little bit of extra resin in that. How did you first get started with resin projects? So words are hard. I got started doing resin because I saw a dice box mold. And I have one here that I actually made. So I had seen the mold for these, and because I have a local tabletop game store that I go to all the time, I talked to him in person. Well, I reached out to him first, then I talked to him in person, the owner, and I was like, hey, if I buy these molds and make a bunch of these, will you sell them? And he was like, yeah, just figure out how much you want for them, and like we'll figure it out, like the business side of things. Because I've known the guy like pretty much since I moved to Michigan, so I've known him like 12 years, and well, even longer, going on 13 years now that I've known him. But yeah, so I bought the molds, made a bunch of them. We kind of did some experimenting. We decided to put the magnets in them. ABB does like the beveling and everything. So literally these were how I got started, was making these. And it was specifically for that tabletop game store. They actually have like, I think he's got like 15 of them right now that I made. And we've got more of them, but we're going to be bringing the ones that are left to the show that we have this weekend. But yeah, I invested all this money into it because I knew it was going to be a lot. And I took money from my craft shows into buying the equipment, like the pressure pot, the air compressor, a lot of the pigments and stuff, a lot of that money, all the glitter, like all the chunkier glitter up top, like all of this stuff. This I paid for all with stuff I made for my craft shows. But I basically started with, oh hi! But I basically started with translucent alcohol ink, some fine glitter, and I had some mica already, which you can't really see. I had this Pearl X stuff already, and then I bought this stuff. So that was kind of, like I started with like super, super basic, just like mica, glitter, ink. That was it. And gradually, as I was making stuff, I was like, okay, I kind of want something else. Like I'd get an idea and I'd buy the things for it, and that would be like my next one, is I'd do stuff with that. And so it just kind of like build up. But then I decided, well, since I have all this resin now and all this stuff to mix into it, might as well buy other molds. And so then I started doing a bunch of other little things like keychains and earrings, and so it just kind of like grew from there. Like this one was, I already drilled it, but I haven't put it on a keychain. This one was one of the keychain molds that I bought from like another artist, because she makes silicone molds. And so then I started learning about silicone mold making, and I used craft show money to buy a laser cutter / blade cutter. Actually, no, did I buy that before we did any craft shows? No, it was craft show money. So I was like, I'm gonna make my own molds. discovered it was a lot more difficult than I thought. So I've mostly just been doing like resin casting and using existing molds. So it was this whole process to get to the point I am now. But yeah, I literally started just because I saw a dice box mold and I thought it looked cool. And then I was like, the only way I can justify the amount of money that this is going to be to invest in a completely new hobby is if I have a plan for what I'm making. And that's where talking to the tabletop game store came in. And it's great because he's a super sweet person, and a lot of commission places take like 30% or more. Kennedy, thank you for the follow, friend. Welcome in. How are you doing today? I wish I had more room to do crafty type stuff. I'd love to get into resin someday. I always advise people against getting into it just because of how expensive it is. So, because the amount that I've spent in resin supplies is well over $1,000. Because the resin is expensive. Like this 72-hour cure resin was like $200. The new resin I got, another $100. Every time I bought resin, it was like between $70 and $100 or so. And I bought resin a ton of times. I've spent probably like $700-800 on resin alone. Actually, I probably spent close to $1,500 on stuff because my pressure pot was $300. My air compressor was around like, I think it was like $175 or $225, something like that. And then I buy all these molds and like it just gets really, really expensive. So I always advise people against starting resin as a hobby because of the cost investment. If you have specific things that you want to make, like you look at it and you're like, I want to make this thing, then you can focus on just buying stuff for that. Crafting is very expensive. What kind of crafting do you do, Kennedy? I do so many things. Obviously, I'm doing resin right now because I have a craft show this weekend where I can only bring resin stuff. But I also do mini painting, I do polymer clay sculpting, and I make jewelry. So typically I do like one of those things. It's just right now everything is resin because I'm like, I have very little time before this craft show. Okay, I'm gonna trying to think of like what molds to keep out to do like another thing. I don't think I'm gonna do another mushroom today. At least with the new resin I got, it is 24-hour cure, so I can make more things now. So whenever I don't make today, I can make something tomorrow. I just need to know what I'm making today. Crochet, diamond painting, and beading. Ooh. What kind of beading do you do? There's a lot of people who do both crochet, who do either crochet or diamond painting. And our friend the Spy Guy 86 is live right now and he does diamond painting. Normally, I have Secret Agent here modding, but so he could do a shout out, but he's not here today. Whenever my partner complains about my yarn, I remind him that I did downgrade from goldsmithing to crochet. Yeah, that is insane. That does sound super cool. So I got started in beading when I actually made my first like beaded jewelry when I was like 8 years old, like something like that. I was extremely young, maybe even younger than that. And because I just had some plastic beads and I put it on like some stretch thread. And my ultimate goal to when I got into beading later as like a teenager was I wanted to make actual jewelry, like fancy like precious metal stuff. And I wanted to learn how to do like faceting and lapidary and all this stuff. And the more I invested in my current hobbies, the more I realized I was like, I don't need more hobbies. Like, it's amazing looking at like silversmiths and goldsmiths, but oh, I have so many hobbies. Bracelets are my favorite, but I like to do stuff with wire too, like pendants and earrings. Ooh, that's so cool. I don't know if I have any bracelets that I can show you that I've done. Because a lot of stuff is kind of put away in weird places right now. Because whenever I get like hyper fixated on like a specific hobby for a bit, I don't do anything else for a while. So this one was actually like a cute little simple beaded bracelet I did on stream. I made a couple of them. It was just like a fun use of a bunch of different like check glass beads. A little check glass button for it. And then I got some really complicated pieces somewhere. I've got a couple like broken pieces that I made and they got like too much tension in one spot, so they snapped. So I got some pieces to fix. Like I do a lot of like basic strung beadwork, but I have some different like this one being a necklace, this one being like a little bracelet. So like I like doing a lot of stuff with like the multi-hole beads, but I also like doing stuff where it's just like chunky fun pieces. Yeah, I need to learn like more beading techniques because I have like every bead and finding I could ever want. But I get so obsessed with like specific hobbies at a time. So like I started doing mini painting the end of last year, and then I just like obsessively mini painted for months afterwards, and I still want to go back to it. I'm just like taking a break to do all like this resin stuff. But like I get so hardcore into a hobby that I do like none of my other hobbies for a bit. I really like these two ogres I just did. You guys turn out really, really cool. They're so much fun. Did love the workshop, miss it so much. Been nearly 10 years since you graduated, 5 years since I started with crochet. That's like, so I reached out to someone across the state. They live in like the Grand Rapids area, that they actually do like a silversmithing course. And ABB and I really, really, really wanted to do it. But it's like a 3-day course. Like you have to get like a hotel because it starts at like 7, 8 a.m. and it's because it's like 2.5 or 3 hours away. I was like, oh, I don't think I can do it. Because I would have had to take a ton of time off work, and it was just like not a good like opportunity. And because we have the cats, for those who don't know, we have 3 cats, and they haven't met you, but they love you already. I actually need to make sure I've got, there we go, both my windows up. I only had my one window up. Normally we have cat summons available, but I don't do any cat summons when I'm doing resin, just because I don't like them in here when I'm doing resin because it's not safe. And they're pretty good about it. They'll come in when I'm doing like non-resin crafts and just kind of hang out in here with me. But the resin, they're just like, nah. I missed row 7, so I did tear out everything I've done so far. No! I am so sorry. I hope I wasn't a distraction. going to paint these guys with some of my interference colors. I say interference, these are my color shift. This Haldy brown is supposed to, it just looks like it's like a green shimmer on like a gold, but I've seen it painted into stuff, and it's actually got like a lot of like blues and cool stuff in it. So we're gonna do this one. Might have to just use a brush just because the design has a lot of texture with the third. Oh my goodness. Oh, hi, ABB. I guess it's time to throw ABB into the dumpster fire. For those who haven't seen, our sub jar was made by the glorious Armored Bunny Bear, who is my husband. We get to throw all of our friends into the dumpster, but it's not just any old dumpster. It is a dumpster fire. So we have a dumpster fire to throw all of our friends in. ABB, would you like your car that was set aside, or would you like a purple gummy bear? I still have your little car. For our friends, we have there we go. We have a little trash panda trash can full of different things that we can throw in. The nhan, please. Okay. This is you, ABB. Gotta go fast. But now you're gonna take a nap and hang out with all the friends in the dumpster fire. Enjoy your nap. So I painted it to get the like classic trash can colors, but ABB did the entire thing for building it and designing it. Hi, Dwaka. I can't pick you up. I'm wearing gloves. I love you, though. Yeah? 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 You're so upset. She's so cute. Yeah, we're only 4 followers away from ABB having to stream. It's funny because that agreement was made before I even started streaming because I was incredibly nervous about it. And ABB said, here, like, we'll make a deal. If you get to 500 followers, then I'll stream too. And I was like, I'll never get to 500 followers, but thank you. Like, I appreciate the thought. And then I started streaming, and now it's like, it's so close. The waiting is killing me, waiting to be confused on stream. Yeah, I'm sure. You know, ABB, I was thinking about it. If I'm actually better at keeping my craft room chaos under control, you could stream in here too. We would just have to have it set up to switch who is logged in. But it's completely possible. Swirls is being sneaky? What do you mean? Well, I just figured I would offer because it is a usable space. And I do have like your cutting mat in here and some other stuff. So, but if you don't want to take advantage of it, that's fine too. I'm not gonna make you. But what do you mean Swirls is being sneaky? We're not 3 followers away. Or did Swirls unfollow just so he can be the 500th follower? Because that would not surprise me. Oh, Swirls followed you. Okay, yes. You bought the wrong fans for your computer. No. New dumpster will be different and without flame for the moment. Yeah. Unfortunately. I don't know where the 3 came from. Probably because you were doing the dot dot dot. Arpanda, welcome in. Thanks for the offer though. I like working in other people's craft spaces. Messes with their craft flow in mine. Yeah, but I tend to not usually be in my my stream room as much when I'm not streaming because I try and not get burnt out of the space. So on the days we were talking about that ABB would be streaming on the days that I wouldn't be. So it would just kind of work out because if I'm not utilizing the space, and you don't have to do it like every time. It's just an option. Alright, that's pretty well, like, filled the whole mold, so then I'll just kind of clear off the extra on the eyes once I'm done with the other one. It's kind of, there's certain things I really can't guilt ABB into, and I won't ever pressure him into something that would make him uncomfortable, unless it's something where he's limiting himself, because he would do the same for me. But if it's a genuine discomfort, I'm not going to make him do it. Because I respect his, it's not really like personal space, but his kind of just him as a person. Guilt trips do work on you, ABB. I just don't use them except for like silly things because I would never guilt trip you over something serious. But I'll guilt trip you over something silly like, will you get me a snack? Oh no. Yeah, you can't have cigars in here. That was the only issue that I had foreseen as well because you do like your cigars. I don't know if you can really smoke cigars on Twitch. I'm sure it's probably fine. Probably as long as it's like off camera. Yeah, so ABB used to smoke cigarettes, but I'm like super allergic to it. So I got him into smoking cigars because that's what my dad also smokes. And my dad is 10 foot tall and bulletproof. And he kind of taught ABB, you know, how to enjoy a cigar without inhaling it and not, you know, basically how to take, like, better care of yourself. So he's smoked cigars for most of our relationship, and I'm not bothered by it. It's better than cigarettes, and it's how he relaxes. Better than cigarettes, it's better than drinking. Just need a little bit of isopropyl alcohol to clean this off. There we go. There'll still be like a little bit of sparkle. That's fine. I'm just pulling off most of it. Because then when I do the black, then the eyes will all be black. And it'll look super cool. I did that with my planchette molds, so I'm excited to see how these turn out. And because the 24-hour cure resin is a lot thicker, I can actually move stuff and put it into the pressure pot. It's also for public safety. Yeah, he jokes that it's for public safety so that he doesn't go on a rampage. Okay. I know Freezing was drinking on stream once, but I just wasn't. And Chain Brain drinks on stream sometimes. Yeah, it's what he does when he's relaxing or crafty. Dwaka! I love you too with your slow blinks. You're so cute. Okay. Oops. Move some of these things out of the way. I think I might do another one of the flower, but I'll do it like a... This time I'll do like a blue and purple. That'd be really cool. Let's move our strawberry. This one's going to be interesting. It actually kind of works out to my advantage though, because the bubble was so large that it actually is like rounded. Let me see. I think an 8 little bead might be the perfect size. Okay. I'll have to kind of like trim off some of the little resin just to make it a little bit cleaner. But yeah, the 8 mil is going to be the perfect size for this. Just need to glue it. I see a lot of people drink on stream. Yeah, it's one of the things that I don't like it's like once I thought about it, I was like, wait. But I think as long as you just have the like mature audiences filter on, it's fine. Which, to be honest, like, I should have it on because I do swear. Alright, so I'm going to decorate these things. Some little resin bits, but I think it's just a little warped. Okay. You get a couple little like stickers and stuff. So those are flowers, there's butterflies. Okay. So I'm gonna start this one. I've got these really, really large oils that I want to do like either like 1 or 2 and then some small ones. This one's all like birds. My parents always... Yes! Hi, Waddle! Yeah, there was quite a few. Let's kind of do like a brief... Here's the strawberry. It turned out super cute. And Trixie had the brilliant idea of doing a chocolate-covered strawberry one. Here's how the little flower ring holder turned out. Turned out really, really cute. Frog. The super neon bright frog. My parents always were smokers, and my dad quit smoking because he bought a sailboat, then started with cigars. When drinking, eventually back to it, then he quit again, back to it eventually. It stuck as he quit after his mom passed as a thing didn't know her name, and he's been smoke-free for over 10 years. Proud of him. Mom, however, will take her back to the grave, she said. Yeah. Here's the little mushroom house. Yeah, my dad's mom quit smoking. She'd smoked for 30 years, and she quit, like... She just decided one day that she was gonna quit, and I don't remember why. It was honestly probably when my grandpa got cancer. Not to bring it down, but that was probably when she decided to quit smoking for good when he got lung cancer. But Yeah, but she quit. A lot of my other family still smoked, and my grandma tried to get everybody to quit after that, but no one else was willing to quit. The little beans. I got the octopus right here. I'll show you in a sec. Here's how this one turned out. I really, really like this mold. And the octopus is going to need a lot of work to trim it up, but this is how it turned out. So I'll have to trim in here and here, trim everything around the edges. It's something I'll have to do off stream because it's going to take me probably like an hour to trim everything off. But yeah, it turned out really, really good. I thought about putting like a hook back here so then you can, you know, like hang it up. I probably still will do that. It did turn out really, really good. I just have to figure out how, like, what I want to do, whether I want it to be something that you can hang or just something that'll, like, just, like, here's an octopus, you can do what you want with it. It's kind of flat. But yeah, like, there's a couple other, like, little things. Like, I tested my new resin with a new pigment. This is the peach gold. The new resin is okay. I had the little gold tray that I made too. Didn't quite turn out right, so I gotta redo that. But yeah. And then I did these two off stream using the new resin. So you can see it's got like a really bad texture on it from the mold. But we're gonna put the holographic stickers in it, and then we're gonna do like a nice little clear resin. Now the cool part about the new art resin is it's 100% food safe. So once this tray is done, like, you can use it for food if you want. Took 3 heart attacks for my dad to quit smoking. Oof. Yeah, I believe it. Nothing like being faced with your own mortality to make you change your habits. Draka, I cleaned all that stuff up so you wouldn't murder things, and you still found a piece of paper to murder. Stop. She is lucky. She's impossibly cute, I swear. Yeah, they're trays. The blue gold one looks like a swimming pool. It kind of does. I was gonna do the flowers and the butterflies for the blue gold one. Okay, so this one's all burbs. This one's all cute fish. This one's some really pretty women ones. This one's some really cool, like, feathers. This one's some really neat butterflies. This one's just some nice lacy designs. Ooh, this one's all like the really cool like moons and stuff. And then we've got some mandalas. I think I'm gonna do the really cool like moon designs. So there's gonna be 2 of each. Not that one. That's kind of cool. Ooh. That one's really cool. Ooh, I really like this one. Okay. You start your PT tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to That's going to suck. I believe in you, Waddle! Ooh, I could do one of these pretty, like the women in the center, and then have the moons on the side. I probably have to do a smaller one that's like one of the ones that's like narrower. Maybe like that one. I think my original plan was to do this kind of like spacey. So I think I'm going to stick with this one. I need those stickers, and again, maybe best I don't have them. Might have this covered. Yeah. These ones, I can always send you a link. They're specifically like meant for like resin and stuff. And saving to buy stuff. If you ever want me to make you something like custom, just let me know. I'm trying to get better about like people want to buy your things. Be prepared for people to want to buy your things. I'm trying to be better. I'm just grabbing ones that I think might match the whole like general theme. Too simple. I believe I'm off work for at least a week, if not longer, depending on recovery. Ooh. Well, I mean, kind of forces you to make time for yourself. Those. I think none of these either. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of try. Just gonna kind of like be placing some things and just kind of brainstorming some things. Because this is so detailed. Like, I almost feel like I have to have, like, equally detailed stickers around it. I don't remember which direction this one goes. I'm missing like everything. So I'm just concentrating. Okay, let me scroll up. Also saying that I've been hanging with AG Crafts and she's done some amazing polymer clay jewelry she's supposed to sell, but she's having a hard time letting go because she loves her pieces so much. My problem with selling is that it's just effort because I have to take pictures of everything and then I have to post it and figure out like pricing, and it's just like, oh no. Is it gonna be cursed? It's been so cute. Is it gonna be cursed? No. It's cursed. It was so cute before. So what's the name of this T-Rex gonna be? Because we gotta name them. It was Gray's idea to name the resulting ones. I'm, however, going to relax myself for a bit. We went to Salvation Army and I was able to pick up a used $8 food processor for making my paper pulp and 2 frames to make my own watercolor recycled paper. Sweet. Just an adventure that completely wrecked me and I was in so much pain that I can't do anything like that for at least a few weeks. Yeah. I can always bring you the paper I got for you too, since I can just stop by your house. And I'll be doing very, very slow things for my art at this point, since other than physical therapy and recovering at home and taking things easy, there's nothing more I can do. No desire to leave the house to go anywhere, but I might try and do some walking around the neighborhood from time to time, albeit carefully. Yeah, it's gonna, and then you're also gonna be super tired because your body's recovering. Yeah, I haven't been able to do any of my weekly streaming because of what's been happening. Yeah, but I have things in the works for when I'm able to. Yeah. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to seeing. This one's name is Stripes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just have to remember. Remind me next week since I'm going to be focused on the show this week. But yeah, I can definitely stop by with the paper. That way at least you have it. Thinking. So I don't want it to be like, it's kind of hard to see. I don't want it to just be like a single thing. Space whale, yes. Recycling. Any other recycled, nearly inkless paper that you have, hold on to and I'll take them off your hands to recycle. Yeah, I don't know. I think the only other stuff would be the stuff for the laser. So shiny. I also hope I have the right. Oh no, this is. Okay. Okay. So this is the side that goes up. Not feeling any of those. Maybe a second main one. Come on, get in here. Have to be able to make good broad protect materials. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. Yeah, please go do get all the rest. Space Whale makes me think of Astrocetus from Ark, and same with Dolphin v Astrodelphus. But yours there was cuter. Yeah, I've never played Ark. do these two, which, because of the way the lighting is, you can't really see because there's a big ass glare right where it's at. So then I think this one goes this way. What do you guys think? Something like that? Or is that too busy? I think it would be too busy. Because I don't think I'm going to put any, like, extra bits of glitter or anything in it. Yeah, no worries, Waddle. I almost feel like it's too busy. Yeah, that's a good way, where you can actually see it a little bit. Answer. Is trade only supposed to be viewed from one direction? I guess when I think of how I'm doing something, yeah, it's all... I guess I didn't really think of that. Because I could do something... like something like that? I hate this glare. I really need to fix my lights. It's my project for next week, is fixing that overhead light so that we don't have the glare anymore. What about building a Sterling engine on stream, but damn, the kids are about 600 now for... I mean, you've looked at them before, so you shouldn't be surprised. I mean, I could also do, like... Because I didn't really think about that, but I could do, like, matching pieces then. So I could do the same thing going from each direction. Something like that, maybe? Make sure that these are, like, flipped. Maybe something like tiny in the corners. I have a matching pair of anything left. Do I have two of this one? Got this like cool little like manta ray with stars. I don't know if I have two of it though. Do still have these. It's like a whale. I've got these cool little jellyfish. There's only one of the manta ray. No, your question didn't complicate things. It's right now we're just kind of in like the brainstorming. It's kind of a lot of fun. Hmm. Way off course. What do you think, Arpanda? Think this works? Or is it too many whales? Because it feels like it's just like no longer about the moon and it's just about whales. So my other thought was like to put the moons in the corner. I had a lot more pairs of stuff, but I used them for the coasters. So it's like okay. Then you can help me brainstorm. I saw the camera flash on both screens, so.
Why are all the fun things I want to build so expensive?
Because you have expensive taste, honey.
Brand. From Micro Nitrous Powered Ducati.
You're so ridiculous. Here, come here and help me brainstorm. I don't have pairs. I do have two of that one. There's that extra thing. There you go.
Running it too much.
That's what I was kind of thinking. Offset?
Mm-hmm. You want to draw attention to what they are. Or actually get rid of these. Have the one in the center, but then maybe a couple small ones or something, because if you crowd it too much, then you're no longer drawing attention to what you're putting in here.
Yeah.
Like optimally.
I kind of like the idea of doing the two, because like just one thing felt like empty to me. But doing like that looks pretty alright. It's hard, isn't it? Yes, I am making a trick. This is Armored Bunny Bear. This is my husband. He's the one who said he was just gonna head up. He is also he is the one who has to stream once we hit 500 followers. Sorry, I'm so used to everyone knowing who ABB is by this point that I forgot to introduce him. 2 bubbles off plum. As
Cosmic pizza.
2 bubbles off plum. What is that referencing? I feel like I should know. Stop.
It's cosmic pizza.
No, it's not.
It's too.
Stop getting your drool on everything. Also, welcome in 2 bubbles. Right now we're currently brainstorming and I'm using Armored Bunny Bear, my husband, to help me come up with ideas.
Her worst half.
My best friend. I only have one of that one.
No.
Plum is a carpentry term for leveler, true. That's exactly what I thought. Because as soon as I read that, I was like, my first thought was a leveler. And I was like, am I just assuming things? But that's a great name. Definitely not Plum. I mean, fair. I don't think any of us are quite level or even. I think it's an awesome name. And I got it right away too, which makes me happy because I was like, feel feel like I know what that is, but I don't want to assume. That's so cute. Yeah. So I won't be able to do something like that because they're only adhesive on one side.
They're stupid.
Yes. I think I'm gonna go with doing this because I liked that idea.
If we had more cosmic whales and stuff, you could make, like a really nice.
I do. But that wasn't what I wanted to do in this tray. But I do have cosmic whales and like little, like a bunch of different stuff. So I could have done, like, I could do a whole thing of just like cosmic whales. Not including the single.
You need
cosmic
3
pizza.
of these.
Why, the Triforce?
Yes. You get cosmic Triforce.
You're so silly.
Hi, friend.
All right. Excuse me.
Fight me. I lost.
Hi, Bullets. Welcome in. Cool, you were the first test. My wife dragged me on Twitch. Well, tell your wife that she's amazing. Welcome in. Welcome to Twitch. I do crafting. You did not make it harder, Trixie. Stop. You are helping me brainstorm. So, normally I have...
Brain to storm.
Shut up.
Meow, bitch!
Meow, bitch, indeed. It's going. We're, like, brainstorming what to do for the tray. So, I know if you put exclamation point welcome, it has my little, like, quick welcome bit. But I do resin, I do polymer clay, I make jewelry, and I do mini painting. So I have a craft show this weekend where I'm going to be selling a bunch of resin stuff. So Cici Chisato? How do you pronounce your name? There we go. Haha. I stumble over my words a lot, so we put in the welcome command because I am like yeah, so I do a lot of crafting. Sometimes we play games on stream. I got it the first time.
To Cheerdex 100.
Yay!
You got it right the first time.
That makes me so happy. It's really funny because I try really, really hard because my name, I spell it just J and a C because my name always got mispronounced my entire life or spelled wrong. And it still gets mispronounced. So I always try really, really hard. That makes me so happy. Also, thank you for the bits. And welcome in. Okay, so... do I want... I feel like I'm so close to figuring out exactly what I want. But yeah, so I am like all over the place, hardcore ADHD. So if I will just like bounce immediately like back into what I'm doing because I'm just like, this is what's currently occupying my brain. I have to do it. So if I ever like miss anything that you say in chat, a lot of people use the sound alerts to get my attention because I will just get like into whatever I'm working on. My name got spelled pronounced wrong from the moment I met my partner's family. After 9 years, they got the hang of it. My own extended family still can't spell my name right. Like, my mother's family has never been able to spell my name right. And I'm the youngest in my generation because we have a massive family. So it's like one way to, like, that really makes me feel like not valued as a person. There's Draka Chaos Goblin. Okay. Since I haven't poured any resin yet, I am going to introduce everyone to the true Chaos Goblin. Draka, come here. Draka, come here. You're so cute. Hi. I know. You wanted attention. You've been hanging out here. Oh, hello. No, come back. Oh, Boonor and a tour. Okay, I'm gonna pick you up real quick, Boonor. If you do exclamation point cats, you will get all the cats' names. And they each have their own command with a little brief snippet of their story. This one is Brunor Battle Cat. He's very fluffy. Normally we have treat time redeems. I know it's not Draka. She ran away. Now she's here. She realized, she saw that it was time to be picked up and held, and she decided, here, it's Draka now. Cats, exclamation point cats with an S, because there's 3 of them. This is Draka. All 3 of my cats are rescues. She's obviously a flat-faced Persian, and she is very, very sweet and needy. And she also has no teeth. Draka, I literally brush you every day and you still get... Okay. This is what you want. This is what you want. She is the biggest baby. She just, like, hangs out. She has no teeth because she had to have a full dental extraction last year. But she's super sweet. She likes... Everyone complains because I usually only hold Draka because she's the only one who actually likes being held. But I pick up the boys. Normally when we're not doing resin, there's treat time. And so we'll take a break to feed the cats treats. Tor, come here. Come here, please. Just for a little bit. Please. Please. I know you don't like being picked up. That's gonna bruise. This one is Thor. He really doesn't like being held. But he'll tolerate it because he loves me. Is that better? He's like, no, I'm not comfortable. Okay. Ooh. Watch yourself, bud. Yeah. So Draka's usually the only one who actually likes to get held and carried for long periods of time. Yeah, they're all big kitties. Well, except for Draka. Draka is tiny. She's all floof. She gets shaved periodically. She hasn't had to get shaved yet this year, though, because she's been actually letting me brush her fur. But usually she's shaved in a lion cut. And then she's like super, super tiny. But she's a sweet girl. They're all very sweet cats. Whereas like my Mia, you can just hear Mia spinning as you hold her. Yeah, Thor will literally just like, and then struggle until he gets out. Because he does not like being held. He's so funny too, because like he has never once liked being held. Brunor like would tolerate it, but even though Thor and I knew it was gonna be too much. That's okay. We want there to be isopropyl alcohol in this tray because it's gonna help with... No, don't you dare. Okay. Yeah, actually, of course. Ah, there we go. Where'd you go? Dang it. I literally can't win with this tray. So we're going to use the isopropyl alcohol so that we don't get any bubbles under the stickers. But of course, because I spilled some on it early, now there we go. Stickers are wanting to be stuck. There we are. Okay. And the isopropyl alcohol won't damage the resin as this resin's already cured. I have to do the two pieces of tape trick. Stick a stick in. Yeah, so Bruno and Thor are both lap cats for everyone. They absolutely love just sitting in people's laps and getting all the attention. Their favorite thing. But the second you pick either of them up, they're just like, no, don't like this attention. This is not what I like. And they fuss a lot. What? Excuse you. There we go. I was like, how dare you, sticker, not come apart? Oh, no! That's what I was worried about. That's an issue with these stickers with the foil. And no, I can't use this sticker. Dang it. This is my first time using this set, so I didn't test it. See if I can match it up and save it. Nope. That's a fail. Darn it. So much for that one. Now we gotta come up with a different idea. Don't get stuck. Yep. Just kind of proof that like resin stuff never quite turns out how you intend.